Mr. Ripley, I'm assuming you're aware that the Liberal government has agreed to recognize the State of Palestine. Now, we know that Hamas, which is the de facto government in Gaza, waged the brutal October 7th attack on Israel. We know that in the West Bank, the Palestinian Authority regularly gives financial contributions to the families of terrorists. So as really, by the Canadian government's definition now, a state sponsor of terrorism, could someone be charged under C-9 for waving a Palestinian flag under the symbols ban?
Thank you so much, MP Lawton, for the question, Chair. If I may, with respect to the offence related to symbols, what would be necessary to show is that it is a listed terrorist entity. So in this case, for example, Hamas is a listed terrorist entity, and the symbol in question would have to be associated with that terrorist entity. And so, for example, the flag of Hamas would be such a symbol, right? The flag of Palestine, for example, though, is not a symbol that would be likely to meet that threshold.
Not likely, but it could, for example, if the government designated it a state sponsor of terrorism?
Maybe just to take a step back.
It's okay. I'll move on and reclaim my time, but I appreciate that. Ms. Wells, I understand you're the senior counsel or a senior counsel in the criminal law policy section. How many people are in the department's criminal law policy section?
I don't have the exact number, but there are a number of lawyers.
And how many, as a rough percentage, were involved in C-9?
I think we have a core team of 4 lawyers with some support from other counsel and paralegals and analysts.
And were you working on C-9 full-time for the last several weeks and months?
We have very variable responsibilities, but it has taken a fair bit of time.
More than dealing with bail?
So I don't deal with bail, so my time hasn't been spent dealing with bail. It's not my area of expertise. For my colleagues who do deal with bail, as you can imagine, it's also a very busy area of policy development.
Would you say C-9 has taken up more of your department or your section's resources than dealing with reforming or fixing the broken bail system?
So in my position, I don't have the data around hours spent on various files. I don't know if Mr. Ripley would like to.
But it hasn't been a priority that's come to you. It has a government priority.
I think I would defer to Mr. Ripley as the Senior Associate Deputy Minister.
Mr. Ripley.
Thank you, MP Lawton. So I am responsible for the criminal law section. As the Prime Minister, or as the Minister has indicated, there is a lot of work ongoing in the space of criminal law reform right now, including with respect to bail and sentencing. And the section has been investing a lot of resources in advancing that work, in addition to Bill C-9, which is before us today.
Which has taken more resources?
I guess the way I would put it, MP Lawton, is the section is working full out currently to advance the government's criminal law reform efforts, which again the Minister has indicated are going to touch on bail and sentencing, gender-based violence, children protection, victims measures, delays. I mean, as you have heard the Minister he set out a number of issues there, and we are working very hard to support the Minister and the government more broadly.
Very simple question, please, Mr. Ripley. When did your work on C-9 start, and when did your work on bail start?
Thank you for the question, MP Lawton. Chair, if I may, I would say, I guess I would characterize it like this. Once the government was elected, we work with the government and the Minister to understand.
First, which started first?
So the starting point for, after any election is looking at a government's platform commitments and
Please don't run the clock, Mr. Ripley. I'm asking you, which did you start on first, Bill C-9 or working on fixing the broken bail system?
What I'm trying to communicate to you, and I apologize if I'm not doing clearly, is there are platform commitments that touch on both, right? And so that work started simultaneously in both cases.
At the same
to
moment
understand
you started both. Okay. Did it,
Thanks, time's up.